Amalei, so he says to him, Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai says to him, Chazile takanta lididei de'efuk. I want you to figure out a way how I, Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, could go out talk to the Romans, and how I could sneak around your friends. After the Haver Hatzola Porta, maybe if I go speak to them, maybe something good could happen, even a small release. Amar Lei, so he suggested to him, this is what you should do. Nekoit nafshach biktsiri. From now on, as I leave, start making yourself look sick. V'lei say kula alma v'lashaylubach. And Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai is sick. Everybody's going to come visit, and everybody's going to be talking, oh, the great Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai is sick. V'aisi midi sarya. And I want you to bring I want you to, they should bring something smelly, and something smelly they should place next to you. V'lemru, and let the rumor go out, and people should say, Demnach nafshach, that you passed away, and that's the smell. V'la'aylu bach talmidach, and only allow your students to come to you then. V'la'leil bach in the shachrina, don't let anybody else be there. D'la'raksham bach de kalalat, that they shouldn't tell anybody else coming close to your bed would realize it's a fake. Well, why? So he says, the inhi yadi de chaya kalo mimisa. Everybody knows, this is a math, even the Gemara comes along with. Everybody knows that a living person is lighter than a dead person, because a living person is able to spread his weight spreads out equally with the erech. A dead person is very, very heavy. So if my boys get to come close to you, even though there is a smell, they'll see it's too light. This man is not dead. So make sure nobody figures this out. Avid Hachi, Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai did that. Nichnas by Rabbi Lezer mitzad echad. Rabbi Lezer, one of his students, stood on one side. Rabbi Yeshua mitzad achar. Rabbi Yeshua came from the other side. Now the halacha, because of the Jewish religion, you don't bury in Yerushalayim. So they're standing with this, carrying out Rabbi Yochanan, and they have to bury him outside of Yerushalayim. And officially, quote unquote, this is the dead. Kimatu lepischa, when he came to the door, Bo, the bad guys, dead man. Let's see. I want to see if he's dead. We're going to stab him. Bo lemitkere, they wanted to stab Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai to make sure that he's dead. No tricks played. Amalahu. So the head says to the boys, Yomru, people would say, Rabam dakru. They would say, they're so bad that even their teachers, they're killing. Don't do that. Bo lemitchave. So they say, you know what? We won't stab him. We'll push him. Just shake to see what it's like. Amalahu says, no. Yomru, people will say, Rabam dachfu. People will say they pushed their teacher. So he convinced them not to do anything. Paschule bava, they opened up the door. Nothing, he went out. And now he's out. He's a free man. Kimata lahasam, when he came to the other side, he came to the person in charge, to Aspasionis Keser. Amalahu, he says to him, Shlama alach malka. Peace to you, the king. Peace to you, the king. Now, he wasn't the king, but he said, peace to you, the king. Amalei, so he says to him, Aspasionis says to him, Michayaft treiktala. For what you just did, you deserve two punishments of death. Chada, one, the lav malkana, I'm not the king. The kakaras le malka, you called me king. You're rebelling. It's disrespectful for the king. Vesu, and even better, I Malkana, if you really considered me the king, Ada idna amaylay asis lagaboy. Why did you not show up till now? What took you so long to show up? So it's either way you're disrespectful. This story is actually brought in the Machzer, that when we said Rab Shlomo Mikarlin fainted when he said Hamelech, because if you're calling the Eibishter the king, you can't just refer to him once when you need him on Rosh Hashanah. If he's your king, where are you all year round? Armalei, so Rabbi Yochanan answers to the Aspasionis, you told me two things, yeah? Let me respond. Dikamart lav malkano, that you said that I'm not a king. Ibra, the truth is malkat. The truth is you are a king. The ilav malkat, because if you're not the king, loy mimsura Yerushalayim biyodach. Yerushalayim couldn't be given over to the hands of a simpleton. You must be a king. The ksiv, because the pasuk says, "V'halavonin ba'adir yirpoil." Halavonin, Lebanon. Lebanon is a reference to Eretz Yisrael. Yerushalayim will not fall into the hands of a simpleton. It will fall into the hands of Adir. What's Adir? Ein Adir ela melech. Adir means a king. The ksiv, as the pasuk says, Adiroi mimenu ve'ein levonin ela beis hamikdash shenemar ahor atoy vazev alavonin. So therefore, you are a king. Udikamard, and this is what you claim. You told me, Imalkana, if you are the king, if I am the king, amai like asis legabe ada idna. Why did you not come to me until now? Very good claim. But biryoini de isban loy shavkinon. But my lowlifes that are hanging around us did not let me. I wanted to. And he has here a whole dispute. You should have hit them. You should have done this to them. And the Gemara goes on explaining what happened. The bottom line is that the Gemara says that he came. He went further, and Titus came, and Titus Harasha was chira v'gidav klapamayla, cursed, embarrassed, and screamed against the Eibishter, rebelled against Hashem. He went into the Beis Hamikdash, took out a Sefer Torah, went into the holiest of holy, and did an avera with a zoyna, Rachmana Litzlan. And the Gemara goes on to say the terrible things that happened during that time. And the last statement of the Gemara, which I want to conclude with, Tanya, Amar Rabbi Lazar, Boy urei kamegedoyla koicha shalbusha. Look how great the strength of embarrassment is. Shaharei siyeya hakadosh baruch hu es bar Kamtza, because we see that Hashem helped Bar Kamtza. Bar Kamtza, who was embarrassed in that meal, Hashem helped him fulfill his plot. Vehechriv es beisoi, and Hashem allowed his Beis Hamikdash, his home, to be destroyed. V'saraf es heicholoi, and Hashem burned his chambers, his heichol, his Beis Hamikdash, to make up kvayachol, the hurt, the busha, the embarrassment that Bar Kamtza had. And we see, again, that Bar Kamtza, the busha that was caused to him, the sinas chinam, is what the Gemara says causes the churban, the Beis Hamikdash, and we all have to strive to become better in Avas Yisrael, and that's how the Beis Hamikdash gets rebuilt.